Ruto will soon find himself left alone with Joe Biden and IMF as the only friends that he will remain with. By extension, by God's grace, he might have people like Kimani Chungwa or Ndii Nyoro. Because most of his friends are beginning to question the rationale behind increasing taxes to Kenyans, yet they can't see value for the taxes that the government is raising. One of the people who spoke about the taxation is Sabina Chege, and experts are beginning to read in between the lines. This is what Sabina Chege is saying, that when President Kibaki took office, he said government vehicles couldn't be fuel guzzlers and opted for Passats. So when you say you are implementing cost-cutting measures, don't just say it. Let Kenyans see that it's true. Also, let's have genuine advisors, not advisors who only advise based on books, but in reality end up hurting the same people who voted for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega are, some call them Uhuru orphans, the people who broke the jinx and went against the UDA wave in Mount Kenya. And when William Ruto formed the government, they opted to support William Ruto. In fact, as we speak, Sabina Chege is still being referred by William Ruto as the Jubilee Party leader. And for sometimes, she's been supporting William Ruto. But she has realized that William Ruto cannot be trusted, because William Ruto told the nation that he is exercising cost-cutting measures. One of them was to stop unnecessary spending, unnecessary traveling. But what we have seen, the conversation and the reports from the Auditor General and the Controller of Budget reveals something else. And for us to understand where Sabina Chege is coming from, I want to read for you a few tweets from the very people who voted for William Ruto, staunch supporters. There is someone here called Gabi, the Dutch of Kapsabet. And he or she is saying that I still can't believe I voted for William Samoei Ruto. My job is at risk because our company is an international company and the owners are leaving because of taxes. So this is a person who voted for William Ruto because William Ruto had told them that he was Mr. Fix-It. He was going to ensure that the economy stabilizes. But now he's saying they're about to close because of the taxes. So the taxes are high. The austerity measures are not working either. And then there is this information that we also got, that the digital taxi companies, that is Uber and Bolt, are threatening to exit the Kenyan market because of the high taxes that are about to be imposed on people. And we are referring to the Finance Bill 2024. And I also understand that Coca-Cola is also reconsidering their existence in the Kenyan market. William Ruto had once told us that since the first president of Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta, followed by Daniel Toroitich arap Moi, Mwai Kibaki the late, and Uhuru Kenyatta retired, those leaders never had the audacity to take bold decisions. And he's saying that that is the reason why Kenya is lagging behind. And according to him, he has decided to pick the bull by its horns. And so I read this for you to understand where Sabina Chege is coming from. But I want us to take a keen look at why Sabina Chege has decided to break her silence on this, ladies and gentlemen. Please allow me to request you to subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we release a video like this, and help us share and like our videos. Ladies and gentlemen, Sabina Chege is a leader in her own capacity. She is a politician, and you know that all politicians have ambitions. Currently, Sabina Chege is nominated, and Sabina revealed to us that at some point she was approached by the UDA brigade to deputize Sakaja in Nairobi. So today, Sabina Chege would have been a deputy governor in Nairobi. But I think she made the right decision by declining that offer, because Sakaja is ruining Nairobi, or rather, people have got this perception that Sakaja is not the right person. He promised a lot, but he can't deliver. So they would have been roped in that basket, and people would have said that Sakaja and Sabina are ruining Nairobi, and that would have given her a very bad name. And Sabina lost her seat because she did not support the UDA wave. So for Sabina Chege to come out and start talking and criticizing, Sabina Chege is rebranding, and she wants to go back by 2027, because I know she realizes that she's just a nominated member of parliament. And when you are nominated, the party can just decide to kick you out. So Sabina wants to go back. Maybe she will be, she comes from Muranga, where Ndii is coming from. So Sabina might decide to go and run as a member of parliament. She can run as a woman rep, because at some point I think she was a woman rep. And this is why Sabina Chege is criticizing William Samoei Ruto, so that when people look at her, maybe the constituents, they will say, yes, Sabina is speaking on our behalf. And Sabina has also realized that there's another wave that is coming. Just like the UDA wave took Mount Kenya by storm, there's another wave that is coming. And this time around, it will be anti-Ruto wave. And I think she's preparing herself so that when the time comes, the leaders will be speaking one language. And they will be speaking about one man, one shilling, one vote. They will be speaking about the unity of Mount Kenya. It has just started. And very soon, William Ruto will realize that you can only rent a Kikuyu, but you cannot buy a Kikuyu. Those are not my words, but those words I'm trying to echo the words of Anne Waiguru, the chairperson of the Council of Governors. Sabina Chege is a businesswoman, I think, and she also feels the pangs of the cruel policies that the UDA government is making. And I can see her trying to hide behind, she's questioning the people who are advising William Ruto, the economic advisors led by Ndii himself. In fact, on this, I want to agree with Sabina Chege, because there's something that Sabina Chege is saying there, that she finishes her statement by saying that also, let's have genuine advisors, not advisors who only advise based on books, but in reality. If you followed Ndii, he's busy tweeting and answering people on Twitter and talking very widely about them. And when you come to think of it, is this the kind of advice? Because they're really taking a lot of money. Their offices are taking a lot of taxpayers' money. And this is why Sabina Chege is saying we need to have real advisors, not those who are advising based on books, but those people who will be looking at the needs of the people. And being a businesswoman, she also feels the pain because businesses are closing. I know she owns a vehicle, and there is that motor vehicle tax that is going to affect them. And that is why she's coming out to speak, so that she can also go in the annals of history that she's one of the leaders who questioned. But I want to challenge Sabina Chege. The Finance Bill 2024 is coming to Parliament. Let us not have leaders who will be speaking on funerals and rallies and pretend that they're criticizing the bill, they're criticizing the government. Yet when it comes to the floor of parliament, they, they bow down to intimidation, or they accept to be bribed, and they dine with the oppressor. Let her discuss that bill and vote against it, because this is the time when Kenyans will know those who are with them and those who are against them. The Kikuyu Council of Elders said that they advised the electorates to monitor the voting pattern of the members of parliament and see who will betray them. The fact that Sabina Chege gathered courage and spoke about it is just the beginning of more to come. Like I said, William Ruto will soon remain with the IMF, will remain with Joe Biden, because those are the people who installed him in office and they gave him conditions that he must meet and is busy meeting them. What do you think about Sabina Chege? I know this is a U-turn, and I know Sabina Chege is on her way back to supporting Uhuru Kenyatta, because Mount Kenya will soon speak with one voice. That's my take.